Staying on top of the rebuild efforts for the Francis Scott Key Bridge after neighbors in Dundalk got a chance for their voices to be heard, all in a meeting focused on the demolition of structures of the bridge that are still standing. WJZ live at 11 o'clock tonight. Christina Mendez was at that meeting earlier, and she has more on what comes next and what you need to know. Christina, good evening.
MDTA is eyeing later this fall to get that demolition work started. Tonight, though, is really all about residents getting to learn and listen about the concepts being developed to get this job done, as well as ways that the environment will be monitored for any impacts. The approaches and piers making up the remnants of the Francis Scott Key Bridge will come down. The first phase is through mechanical demolition. This means cutting, chopping, and chiseling parts of the superstructure away from the piers, then bringing those down by use of explosives. Equipment will be used to remove debris from the river.
It shook our houses just as bad as when the bridge fell.
The collapse and subsequent debris removal is still fresh in the minds of surrounding neighbors.
It shook my bed.
Now the next phase toward eventually rebuilding a replacement by October 2028 moves forward, raising the new bridge height up to 230 feet. MDTA Director of Project Development Brian Wolf says a new foundation system must be built to support the load.
The Coast Guard requirement that we have is that we go 2 feet below the mud line. That is to eliminate any kind of conflict for any boating that may be in the channel.
But before this happens, a public hearing was held Thursday by the Maryland Department of Environment for comment about the upcoming work.
I'm concerned about the environment, but at the same time, trying to balance out getting the bridge out as soon as possible because it very much does impact the community.
Agencies in charge say protecting the environment is paramount.
Things like water quality, things like debris in the water, how we do the work to minimize impacts and disturbance to the river.
And looking ahead, there will be another public hearing, this time for the replacement rebuild. That is set for September 17th. A location, though, we will let you know when and where that will happen. I'm reporting live tonight at 11. I'm Christina Mendez for WJZ.
And we're all following along. Christina, thank you.